When stir-frying green beans, don't toss them straight into the pan. That's exactly why so many stir-fried beans turn out dark, dry, tough, and unevenly cooked. Today, I'm going to share a simple method that helps green beans stay bright, tender, and full of flavor. They'll look glossy, cook perfectly, and taste so good, you'll want to pair them with everything. Let's get started. First, place all of the green beans into a large bowl or basin. Then, add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Pour in enough water to fully cover the beans. Use your hands to gently stir until the salt and baking soda dissolve completely. Salt helps clean the surface of the beans and can help remove dirt and tiny insects still clinging to them. Baking soda helps loosen dirt and residue, especially in the natural grooves and seams along the beans. Together, they help clean the beans more thoroughly, leaving them fresher and ready for cooking. Let the beans soak for about 5 minutes. After soaking, gently rub the beans together with your hands, or rub each pod individually to remove all dirt or any hidden residue stuck on the surface. While washing, quickly inspect each bean. If you notice insect damage, dark spots, soft or shriveled areas, or beans beginning to turn yellow, set them aside and discard them. Good green beans should feel firm, fresh, and full of life. After soaking and washing, you'll notice quite a bit of dirt and residue left behind in the bowl. Sometimes, even small insects or tiny worms are removed as well. This is a good sign that the salt and baking soda soak has helped clean the beans effectively. Next, rinse the beans with clean water 2 to 3 times to completely remove any remaining dirt, salt, and baking soda. Finally, transfer them to a colander and let them drain. Now let's start the preparation. Cut off the tough stems at both ends while also pulling away the fibrous strings running along both sides of the beans. This small detail makes a huge difference. These tough fibers usually remain chewy after cooking and ruin the soft, pleasant texture we want. Then break the beans into bite-sized pieces. And here is a tip that many people often overlook. Wash the beans first, then prepare them. Washing before cutting or breaking helps clean them more thoroughly and prevents dirt from getting trapped at the cut ends. It may seem like a small step, but it is exactly these kinds of details that often make the difference between an ordinary dish and one that is prepared with real care and refinement. After all the beans have been cleaned and prepared, set them aside and get ready for the next step. Now we begin building the flavor of the dish. For a home-style stir-fried green bean dish, just adding a little pork belly already makes a big difference. When heated, the fat in the pork slowly renders out, creating a rich and savory base that coats the green beans with an irresistible flavor. This is one of those simple ingredients that can transform an everyday vegetable dish into something much more delicious and satisfying. Slice the pork belly slightly thick. If it is sliced too thin, it will cook too quickly and lose its natural juiciness. A moderately thick slice helps keep it tender, creates a nice golden edge when stir-fried, and adds a richer, more appealing taste to the dish. After slicing, set the pork aside for later use. Now prepare the basic aromatics. A small step, but one that determines the entire flavor of the dish. First, take a few cloves of peeled garlic. Use the flat side of a knife to crush them, then finely mince. Crushing the garlic helps release its natural essential oils, making it much more fragrant when stir-fried compared to simply slicing. Next is a small piece of ginger. Slice it thin first, then cut into strips and finely chop. This multi-step cutting method helps the ginger release its aroma evenly, adding a gentle warmth without overpowering the dish. If you like spicy food, prepare a few chilies. Then slice them diagonally into thin pieces or small sections. If you prefer a milder flavor, you can completely skip the chilies. When you have garlic, ginger, and chilies ready, they not only help remove any unwanted odors from the ingredients, but also create a rich aromatic base, making the dish fragrant and appealing right from the start of cooking. Now we come to the most important step. This is exactly what makes the dish stand out. To keep the green beans vibrant and full of flavor, skip boiling them and also avoid adding them directly into the stir-fry pan. Instead, place the prepared green beans into a clean bowl. Drizzle in a little cooking oil. Then, gently mix and massage them by hand so each piece is coated with a thin layer of oil. This thin oil coating helps protect the surface of the beans. It locks in moisture, reduces direct exposure to high heat, and helps the beans retain their fresh green color after cooking. Make sure all the beans are evenly coated with oil. Next, bring a pot of water to a strong boil. Once the water is fully boiling, place a steaming rack on top. Add the green beans into the steamer and spread them out evenly. Avoid stacking them. They need space to cook evenly with steam. Cover with a lid and steam over high heat for about 4 to 5 minutes. Do not steam for too long, or the beans will become soft and turn yellow. This is the ideal timing. Just enough for the beans to cook evenly, become safer to eat, remove the raw green smell, preserve vitamins, while still maintaining a tender texture and a light crunch. While the beans are steaming, quickly prepare the sauce. Add to a bowl 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. This balance creates a more harmonious flavor, lightly savory with a gentle sweetness. Add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce for depth, color, and umami. Next, add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce to enhance richness and flavor complexity. If you prefer a slightly thicker sauce, you can add 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch. Finally, add 2 tablespoons of water and stir well until everything is fully dissolved. Set the sauce aside. When the steaming time is up, turn off the heat and open the lid. Immediately, you will see the difference. The steamed green beans are bright green, glossy, and vibrant, even more beautiful than when raw. A simple result, yet extremely eye-catching and appetizing. Remove the beans from the steamer and immediately place them into a bowl of cold water for about 3 minutes. This simple step helps lock in the natural bright green color, while also preserving a light crunch and preventing the beans from overcooking or turning soft. If you prefer softer beans that absorb more sauce and are less focused on maintaining vibrant color, you can skip this step. After that, drain well and arrange them on a plate, ready for the next cooking step. Now start stir-frying. This is when the dish truly explodes with flavor. Add all the sliced pork belly into the pan. Keep the heat at medium-low so the pork cooks slowly. During this process, the fat will gradually render out, creating a naturally aromatic oil that makes the dish rich without being greasy. Continue stirring until the surface of the pork turns lightly golden, with slightly crisp edges. This is when the best flavor begins to develop. At this point, add the minced ginger, garlic, and chilies. Stir quickly to release their aroma in the hot oil. The fragrance of garlic and ginger, along with the heat from the chilies, will blend into the pork fat, creating a deeply flavorful base. Once the aroma becomes intense, add the steamed green beans into the pan. Increase the heat to medium and stir quickly and continuously so the beans, pork, and seasonings are well combined. Then, slowly pour in the prepared sauce. Keep stirring until the sauce slightly thickens and evenly coats all the ingredients. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. And that's it. The home-style stir-fried green beans are ready. The finished dish is vibrant green, glossy, and visually very appealing. Just one look is enough to make you hungry. The flavor is beautifully balanced, light, not too oily, yet rich and full of taste. A simpler version of the traditional stir-fry, but more refined and satisfying. If you like this recipe, save it and give it a try. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.